Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the heathen, that sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law that he hideth it sunrise and sundown. Him I go there like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him live never I go wither, and whatsoever him doeth shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now they saw them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon the judgment of the sinner man them in the congregation, and the righteous, for the Lord God Jah loveth the way of the righteous and the way of the sinner man them always and always. I go perish. How mouse of Bolisa. I don't know what up. It was sickly of four. How what time you more? Oh, you all are done. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral because we have taken sides. The side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now in every traditional African home there is a black pot, and each time this black pot sits on the fire there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the family. That is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, and we subject these ideas to some forensic scrutiny. And then we pick up the creme de la creme out of this and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. And remember, here is where the truth lives. Yes, my name is Black Rasta, and we are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. You can find us on X, formerly called Twitter. We are also on Instagram. You can also find us on TikTok, where we keep ticking and talking with the hands of time. At this point, I want to salute you with a salute of patriotism. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you, and we apologize for the late start of the show. We announced it earlier that we'll be 1 hour later because of circumstances beyond our control. My brother, my sister, today we have a lot of information for you. We have a lot of issues to discuss. At the end of the day, I know that you'll be more than just excited that yes, you have waited all this long. We never take your time for granted. Neither would we ever take you for granted. We appreciate you and we love you. Please share the broadcast so many more people can be part of this. Again, make sure that if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, you take just 1 second and click on the subscription button so that anytime we are on, you will be reminded to watch this after you have hit on the notification button. My brother, my sister, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And I am more than just excited to be with you, my brother, my sister. Story number 1. Watch this, my youth. Now, the very first story we are looking at today is very interesting. And it says all about why DÄNGERMAN Ben ANSAH still at post. Now, who is Ben ANSAH? Who are we talking about? Who bears the name Benjamin ANSAH? This is the gentleman we're talking about. For a couple of days now, we've been talking about him. Edubuahin's DÄNGERMAN. A lot of the kidnappings in and around Accra and beyond were done by this guy called Benjamin ANSAH. He was the operations director of the National Signals Bureau. And this was a guy, Edubuahin himself, handpicked and decided to use him anytime, anywhere, according to his whims and caprices. It's been established on this show and beyond that Edubuahin himself proved to be a whiz-kid of IT. And he used this knowledge to the detriment of Ghanaians by stealing from the people of Ghana, as told to us by the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayini. That is the state's lawyer. He is the Minister of Justice. And he is the one representing us. And he has told us without mincing words that Edubuahin is a dirty criminal. My brother, my sister. And how he got to that level of Ali Baba and the 40 thieves. He robbed us millions of American dollars. Now, he started working with the National Security in 2007. When he returned from England, my brother, my sister, where he had been working with Atkins, a top class design and construction firm in the whole of Europe. He came here supposedly to help his country Ghana grow. He had learned a lot out there, and he was bringing his knowledge to bear in Ghana, only to become a common thief, take advantage of the loopholes in the system, and steal from us, enrich himself, as told to us by the Attorney General. My brother, my sister, now whilst he was at the National Signals Bureau, he also employed boys. And the boys he employed, he trained them and used them. My brother, my sister, anytime there was something that had to be done, Edubuahin made sure that he used his boys, sometimes even criminally. A lot of the kidnappings, from bongo ideas all the way down, my brother, my sister, to the Emirates lady, and even the banker who we talked about. My brother, my sister, Edubuahin used his operations director, Benjamin ANSAH. My brother, my sister, Ben ANSAH, will just call him. This is the guy we are talking about, Ben ANSAH. Very dangerous guy, bloodthirsty. He has no sympathy for human beings. This is Ben ANSAH. He's still working at the NSB. The only difference is that he has been moved from the director of operations, my brother, my sister, to work and development. That is his new office. Now, why did they remove him from the office of the operations director? It's clear. They realized that this guy, number one, was trained by a hardened criminal, according to the Attorney General. A man who used the wires to steal from us. A man who took advantage of his position as a national security person and decided to abuse his office stolen cars came in, all he did was to use number plates from national security, and nobody could stop those cars on the road. After all, they were coming from the national service. I beg your pardon, national security. Edubuahin became so powerful that all the boys around him equally became very powerful and very criminal-minded. They kidnapped at will. They have stolen cars. And these stolen cars had numbers from the national security. Now, let me tell you something. Now, when you look at a number plate that cannot be traced in the data of the DVLA, it most probably belongs to the national security. Their numbers are not supposed to be identified. Either it is a stolen number plate or it is an operational number plate. And Edubuahin took advantage of this, my brother, my sister, and had cars stolen coming into the country, and he used those number plates on them, and nobody could stop them on the road. Can I tell you more? Come here. Now, my brother, my sister, Ben ANSAH is one of the guys trained by Edubuahin, employed by Edubuahin, trained by Edubuahin. When Edubuahin was interdicted, he was still with the national security. My brother, my sister, including Oduro Numapao, who we spoke about a couple of days ago. Today we're going to concentrate on Ben ANSAH. Many people have asked, why is Ben ANSAH still at post? Many are still asking, is the nation not aware of all the atrocities committed by this guy? All the way from blackmail, stolen cars, and what have you. Now we have all the answers here, my brother, my sister. What are the answers? Number one, he's been working with the national security for a very long time. Working with the national security for a long time exposes you to a lot of secrets of the national security. He has links with the FBI, links with the CIA. They have spoken. They have worked together for a long time. They have a personal relationship, even though it is work related. For Ghana to go back to the CIA, go back to the FBI and search other organizations and just say, we have sacked this guy, it is not ethical. You don't let a man get to know a lot of your secrets and all of a sudden you get up and say you have sacked the person. No. No wise security outfit does that. He knows a lot of the loopholes. So you gradually fade him out of the system. My brother, my sister, now there is a new boss for the NSB, National Signals Bureau. And he's called Dr. Atta Boateng. That is his name. This is the man. He's doing everything possible to be able to get the nation super secured. Whatever it will take to make sure everything goes on well. I believe he's on top of the work. Ben ANSAH has come to know too many secrets. He has come to know a lot of loopholes. Now the best thing that Dr. Atta Boateng did was to remove him from the powerful office of operations. If you are operations director, my brother, my sister, you are always on the road doing a lot of things like they were doing with Edubuahin, kidnapping, and so on and so forth. Now the less sensitive office of work and development, my brother, my sister, is where this man belongs. He doesn't have access to a lot of the machinery right now that could be considered confidential. He's still dangerous because he still works with the National Signals Bureau. But as it stands right now, he's been moved into a department that is less sensitive. ANSAH still may have some kind of loyalty to his former boss, Kwabena Edubuahene. But as it stands right now, they have taken some kind of power away from him. In the days when he could drive left, right, and center, blindfold people, kidnap them, torture them, beat them up to pulp, my brother, my sister, and do almost everything unassumable. Those days have come to an end. Now he's in a small office which is simply called Work and Development. Or is it Training and Development? Whatever it is, my brother, my sister. But can I just ask, in that office, he's supposed to be training people. What kind of trainees is he going to be bringing out? If he is that criminal-minded, if he abused his office in the days of Edubuahene, and his boss is now standing trial, what kind of students is he going to be able to bring out in that new department of Work and Development? Or is it Training and Development? Whatever it is, my brother, my sister, it means that he has to train new people to take over offices right there in our national security. Are we safe? Are we on top of our game? This is ANSAH. And this is the biggest reason he's still at his post at the National Signals Bureau, which is a subset of our national security. He knows too much to just be sent away. Now, another thing we might need to know is this. This guy was an assistant to Esula Owusu. How many of us remember Esula Owusu of the NPP? At a point, she was communications minister. Am I correct? She controlled communication in this country. My brother, my sister, the ever vociferous Esula Owusu, this guy acted exactly like her personal assistant. And whatever they went into, only God and time can tell us that. That is not the end. This same guy called ANSAH, in fact, was also a special kind of assistant to Tokonu via Kwabena Edubuahene, the CJ who was removed. In fact, they believed, Edubuahene and this guy called ANSAH, that as long as the CJ Gertrude Tokonu was at post, they were untouchable. And justice would have been so difficult for a lot of Ghanaians to arrive at. You know what they did? They bought a bulletproof car for Gertrude Tokonu. And it came from the office of the National Signals Bureau, engineered by no other person than this guy called Edubuahene and ANSAH together. You want to hear it again? Edubuahene bought a bulletproof car for Gertrude Tokonu and used ANSAH to give her a certain kind of special security. At the same time, ANSAH was also lurking around Esula Owusu. My brother, my sister, so they became untouchable. Look at how they expanded the empire. When John Dramani Mahama won the elections and came into power, The same Edubuahin was the one who planted Ben ANSAH and a few other people from the operations department around the president. Edubuahin opted to provide security for his pastor, Reverend Wingham. But they were cockroaches spying on these two important personalities and sending information to Edubuahin, their boss. Do we understand that? So whilst Mahama was walking, he virtually was walking naked because DÄNGERMAN Ben ANSAH was there. At the instruction of Edubuahin, anything could have been done. A cold-blooded guy like that, as told to us by the authorities. My brother, my sister, unfortunately for them, they got picked up. Intel came out that this was what they were doing. So the president had all the people around him in terms of national security changed, including Ben ANSAH. Tokonu was their next hope. Unfortunately for them, she was also removed. And when she got out, what happened to the bulletproof car? The Land Cruisers they bought for these people to be riding in. They had a way of getting the people to like them and lose guard, so they took advantage of them. One of them is still at the National Signals Bureau, and that is Ben ANSAH, the guy we are talking about. And what is the reason he cannot be removed? He knows too much. He has links with the FBI, links with the CIA. And when he calls and he's talking, they know his voice. He knows too many codes to the FBI. If you send a man like this away, even though he swore an oath of secrecy, the bad people that they are, they can always undermine this oath and do anything like Edubuahin was doing. He can still communicate with the FBI, communicate with the CIA, seemingly on behalf of the nation, and cause explosions everywhere, tantrums everywhere, dust everywhere. So he's still being kept in there. My brother, my sister, he knows too much to be sent away. So they have removed him from the operations department, and he's now in the department of training and development. Or is it work and development? That is what it is. And as it stands right now, the big question is, are we safe? Are the authorities doing the right thing? Fading them out gradually. But where he is right now, his duty is also to train people and develop them so they could take over from them. The same way Edubuahin trained people and made them his own personal loyalists. Are we creating yet another Edubuahin? Or what exactly are we doing? Is the black pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya! Hey yo! Wayo!
Boy, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
It's the Blackpot, aka Kuku Shodemo, and here we speak truth to power. Please share the broadcast. Hit on the subscription button if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet. Also hit on the notification button so that anytime we are on, you would be reminded to watch us. This is the channel of truth, and I'm most excited to be with you. Story number 2. Watch this, my youths. Nigerians running to Ghana as Trump strikes. Donald J. Trump is the president of America. He's a very crazy president whose common sense is so little. This is Donald J. Trump. Sometimes he behaves as if he just came back from another planet. He is totally torn away from reality. This was the man who campaigned on the theme or motto, "Making America Great Again." In his own campaign words, "Make America Great Again." Many Americans decided to vote for him. He got the majority and became president against Hillary Clinton. Everybody was shocked. But that is the average American, quite hypocritical, smile with you and make it look like everything is okay. But deep in their minds, a lot of them are racists. My brother, my sister, this is Donald Trump. When he won the first term to become president, America got overly excited, especially white America. Many people decided to change "Make America Great Again" to "Make America White Again." It looked like Donald Trump was out there for only the white people in America, as many people said. Then he lost power. When he lost power, after an impeachment, he almost caused a coup d'etat when he encouraged his fans and supporters to trump the White House. And some people lost their lives. Many were injured. The first time in the history of America of a sitting president who had just lost an election. He's a very bad loser. This is Donald Trump. Many admire him because he's not an average politician. He's almost like a dictator. This is Donald Trump. After he went back, the Democrats came into power again. Barack Obama's deputy, the vice president, Joe Biden, aka Sleepy Joe, a nickname that Trump gave to him, became president. He won against him. And after the first term, he decided not to stand again because of ill health and things like that. His vice stood against Donald and lost. Many were shocked again that Donald Trump became president of America the second time. And this time round, he decided to go all out against immigrants. A lot of who are black people, South Americans, and so on and so forth. He is making America great again, according to him. My brother, my sister, to cut a long story short, even in America right now, the economy is struggling. America is a very big country. My brother, my sister, in fact, the GDP of America is well over 30 trillion American dollars. The market capitalization of America, my brother, my sister, is well over 56 trillion American dollars. It's a big economy. Many people say it's the most important country in the world. The biggest superpower. So when you step on the toes of America, you know that you are waking up a sleeping lion. My brother, my sister, a couple of days ago, Donald Trump came categorically clear, without mincing words, unequivocally telling the whole world that he's going to march into Nigeria and do things to Nigeria in his own ways. We are going to be doing things to Nigeria. Watch this. We are going to do things to Nigeria. Donald Trump doubles down. Read the story and watch. It says the President of the United States, Donald Trump, has doubled down on his threats of military action in Nigeria over what he has described as the killing of Christians by Islamic extremists. And in his own words, what did he say? We are going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about. And we may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. Dash. What did Trump say as captured by the lenses of White House cameras? Watch this.
We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. These are
Wow. He said the attack will be terrible, swift, and sweet. And Nigeria will not be happy. And Nigeria shall tremble and tremor. He said it's going to be military action. And he didn't end there. He has asked the military in America to be ready. And he has tasked those in charge to investigate and return to him as soon as now, in his own words. Watch him.
Christianity is facing an existential threat in Nigeria. Thousands and thousands of Christians are being killed. Radical Islamists are responsible for this mass slaughter. I am hereby making Nigeria a country of particular concern. That's a legal definition. When the Christians or any such group is slaughtered, like is happening in Nigeria, 3,100 versus 4,476 worldwide. What horrible numbers. Something has to be done. I am asking Congressman Riley Moore, together with Chairman Tom Cole and the House Appropriations Committee, to immediately look into this matter and to report back to me. And I mean, like, immediately. The United States cannot stand by while such atrocities are happening in Nigeria and numerous other countries. It's not only Nigeria, it's all over. We stand ready, willing, and able to save our great Christian population around the world. This is not going to happen. The killing of Christians is not going to happen. We're going to do things to Nigeria that Nigeria is not going to be happy about and may very well go into that now disgraced country, guns a-blazing, to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible, horrible atrocities. I'm hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians.
Well, you heard him. They're going to attack and it's going to be terrible, swift, and sweet. Well, according to Donald Trump, a lot of Christians are being killed in Nigeria. Islamist terrorists, Boko Haram. And this is what Donald Trump himself put out. My brother, my sister, on the 1st of November in 2025, at exactly 11:43 p.m., he said if the Nigerian government continues to allow the killing of Christians, the USA will immediately stop all aid and assistance to Nigeria and may very well go into that now disgraced country. Guns are blazing to completely wipe out the Islamic terrorists who are committing these horrible atrocities. I am hereby instructing our Department of War to prepare for possible action. If we attack, it will be fast, vicious, and sweet, just like the terrorist thugs attack our cherished Christians. Warning, the Nigerian government better move fast. My brother, my sister, I never knew this time would come when another nation can threaten to attack one, not because it has dropped a bomb in that country, but because of what he says is human rights. I have no problem with saving human beings in another country. It doesn't matter whether they are Christians or Muslims or Hindus. We are first human beings before any labels were attached to us. It's a good thing that Trump wants to come and save people from another country. They are humans. What kind of diplomatic talks did Trump have with Nigeria? To the point that all diplomacy has broken loose and fallen apart like a house of cards. And for that matter, the War Department must prepare and go and drop bombs and kill innocent people, because as you are killing the so-called Islamists, many more would go down. How sure are we that this is not another hoax? Hiding under this kind of thing in order to achieve another end. We've seen that happen in Iraq. We've seen that happen. And America is very good at doing that. Killing innocent people just to make America great again. My brother, my sister, did they talk with Nigeria? Now, what is the power of Nigeria? They have a population of about 250 million people. And they have a GDP of about 586 billion American dollars. My brother, my sister. Yes, 586 billion. That's their GDP. My brother, my sister. And what is their market capitalization like? As compared to America, it's almost nothing. But it is still a sovereign country. Economic power or not. Donald Trump is behaving like a man who has gone crazy, no common sense. It's good to go and save the Christians in the country. It's good to save human beings first and foremost. But my brother, did they discuss anything with the Nigerian government? And the Nigerian government has also responded. Now the United States of America has made its statement on religious freedom. Nigeria has noted. We remain committed in our resolve to tackle the violent extremism that is fueled by a special interest. In fact, by special interests who have helped drive such decay and division in countries across the intersecting West African and Sahel regions. We mourn all the victims of violent extremism and salute our armed forces as they continue to fight against vicious but cowardly foes. The federal government of Nigeria will continue to defend all citizens, irrespective of race, creed, or religion. Like America, Nigeria has no option but to celebrate the diversity that is our greatest strength. Nigeria is a God-fearing country where we respect faith, tolerance, diversity, and inclusion. In concurrence, I beg your pardon, with the rules-based international order. The U.S. has been, and we trust would always remain, a close ally, because the Federal Republic of Nigeria and its government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu will maintain our laser-focused, steadfast commitment to all partners who believe in genuine peace, stability, freedom, and democracy. And this is signed by the spokesperson from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Abuja. And this was released on the 1st of November, same day Donald Trump made these utterances. The question is still here. Did they have any dialogue? America and Nigeria, or a bully just decided that, listen, this is what is happening, so we are going there to drop bombs? Or has Nigeria hit another oil well that America might be interested in? Could it be like that? My brother, my sister, I am hurt by the bullish nature of Trump. Trump is speaking as if Nigeria intentionally is killing Christians. But we all know that a lot of the leaders in Nigeria are not even Muslim. A lot of them are Christian. It is a foe, an enemy that has come in to try and destabilize the whole place. And it's sad. Now, let us look at the other aspect. The president of Nigeria, Tinubu, has also announced that Nigeria is not scared of losing any aid. Nigeria has actually prepared, has signed a lot of contracts, food contracts, to keep Nigerians on top of their game. Agriculture, food, Nigeria will not have a problem should any country vis-a-vis America stop sending aid to Nigeria. For me, it's a shame that a big country like Nigeria is still depending on other countries for aid. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Look at the amount of oil you have. Look at the gold and the diamond because of corrupt, dirty leaders in Nigeria. A dirty guy like Trump can talk to you anyhow. Are you crazy? You vote useless old men into power who do not even remember the last time they brushed their teeth. And that is what is making idiots insult Africa every now and then. What is wrong with us? How can you be one of the most powerful countries in Africa and still be depending on aid from America? You must be crazy. What happened to the gold? What happened to the diamond? What happened to the human resource? Corruption. Now the 250 million people in Nigeria, you'll be shocked that you can't even find 20 honest people in Nigeria. 99.9% of all the people in Nigeria, my brother, my sister, don't be surprised. They are so corrupt. They are the most religious country, yet my brother, my sister, the most corrupt. We all remember how we were insulted in England when a former British Prime Minister spoke to the Queen of England then. And we heard it because it leaked live on CNN that Nigeria and that guy who just died was what? Fantastically corrupt. Hallelujah. exponentially corrupt, fantastically corrupt. It breaks my heart, my brother, that one of the most powerful nations in Africa is still depending on crumbs from off the tables of Trump. Why? My brother, as we speak right now, Nigerians have already started trooping into Ghana. They are running into Ghana, left, right, and center, my brother. Whatever the issue is, my brother, it is heartbreaking. Whatever the issue is, they are running into Ghana, buying property. And it just reminds me of something that happened in 1969. When Nkrumah became president of this nation, he encouraged the whole of Africa to come and celebrate with Ghana. And that was in 1957. Nigerians rushed into this country. Other people came all over. Nkrumah became the champion of Pan-Africanism. Nigerians, having discovered a lot of oil, my brother, my sister, and not independent yet, probably were thinking about Ghana as a big brother. We had our independence in 1957. Nigeria got its independence in 1960. My brother, my sister, Nigeria started trooping into this country. We started naming our streets. Oh, Lagos Street, Lagos Road, Lagos Town, Nnamdi Azikiwe Road, and so on and so forth. Nkrumah made sure that the business was thriving. And listen attentively. When Kwame Nkrumah was overthrown in 1966, 3 years later, in 1969, a guy became the president of Ghana. He was called Kofi Abrifabuzia. When he came, he brought about a very shameful order called the Aliens Compliance Order. 1969, I wasn't born. What was the act all about? All foreigners in Ghana should register, and he gave them a very short period of time. If you couldn't register, declare your whatever, you should go. In fact, he targeted Nigerians because Nigerians were all over Ghana doing good business, almost taking over the economy of the nation. My brother, my sister, because the average Nigerian, if you give him an inch, he will take a mile. And I'm saying that in all positivity. When you give him one plot of land, the next day he asks you for another plot because he has been able to plant here. He wants to do more. Averagely, he's hardworking. But these days, laziness and corruption taking over Nigeria. The originally hardworking Nigerian, there are only a few of them now. The rest are so interested in cyber corruption, stealing, and whatever, skullduggery. But they are still our brothers. We love them. Here now, my brother, 1969, they sacked all Nigerians, all the people. It affected mostly Nigerians. They couldn't even go to the banks and take their money. Those who went, they gave them something small and said, oh, if you want to take all this big amount, you have to come back on this day. By what time they were already supposed to leave and go back to Nigeria. Those who had built, they couldn't carry their houses and go. They left the houses there and went away so painfully. Then, this was 1969. 1970. 1980. 3 years, 1983. There was another crazy president who became president of Nigeria. He was called Shehu Shagari. When Shagari came into power, he remembered something that Ghana did. Let me not move too fast. Ghana gave 4 reasons for the aliens compliance order. And my brother, it is sad. If you listen to the 4 reasons, you will shiver. Number 1, they were scared of overpopulation. Too many people were coming into the country, and they were marrying Ghanaians and producing too much. The libido was too much. 2 reasons. People jumping in and then procreating. Go back. What was the population of Ghana then? Number 2, crime. According to them, the influx of the so-called aliens. Look at such a harsh word, alien. Not even a stranger. Not an immigrant. Alien. They said there was so much crime. So for that matter, all these people should go. 3, unemployment. Their arrival had made a lot of people unemployed. And for that matter, they should leave. And then finally, they claimed that the economy had been usurped. In other words, foreigners had taken over the economy and the average Ghanaian couldn't become part of it. 4 reasons. Shehu Shagari came 1983 and he said, Ghana, we're going to give you the same treatment. Everybody go back. They also had their version of the aliens compliance order. That was when we had our Ghana must go. Ghanaians quickly had to pack their bags in that kind of bag, which we call Ghana must go. It was a big blow. And those of you who are old enough, do you remember 1983? In 1982, there was hunger. The following year, agriculture went almost dead. No food in Ghana. We were hungry. We were all running to Nigeria to go and get something small to eat. And when they realized the way we were coming, they remembered what we had done to them in 1969 under Kofi Abrefa-Buzia. And they also sent us back. Yeah. It was at that time Nigeria was flourishing and prospering. Rawlings had to send ships to carry Ghanaians back to Ghana. We all remember Agege. My brother, my sister, it is what it is. Right now, as it stands, Nigerians are coming into Ghana again. Are we ready to tackle all these 4 reasons? The 1969 aliens compliance order happened. Do we have enough accommodation? Do we have enough jobs? Because these people coming, they would have to be employed. Thirdly, are we ready to fight crime? Because when people come from different places, naturally, there would be some kind of crime. And do we have our 2 feet on the economy such that we won't blame any aliens for usurping our economy? Today, Ghana is prospering. Ghana is big. Trump is driving all of them. Let me tell you something. The moment Trump drops 1 bomb in Nigeria, they will scatter. And when they scatter, where are they coming? They won't go to Benin. They can't speak French. They won't go to Togo. There's another dictator there. The safest place for them is here. And when they arrive here, those of you who are friends in Nigeria, you will share your single rooms with them. You will share some of your girlfriends with them. It's a way of accepting a brother. So, sitting back and just looking at Trump do whatever he's doing, we will end up being that proverbial tortoise, the proverbial climber that refused to tell the bird that you are making so much noise. Be careful, oh. And anomasi saying, media enfame home. My brother, my sister, when the hunter finally shot that bird, and that hunter is Trump, and that bird is Nigeria. Now when the bird fell, it fell on the tortoise, and that tortoise is Ghana. The hunter started to jubilate and sing, Asida yo nyame nidia. He shot one bird, but he got a tortoise. In Nigeria, they say twice. In addition, now his bag was full. He was expecting only a small bird. Now he has a tortoise on top. So he needed a rope to tie these two. The climber, the tree climber, that thing, that plant that climbs the tree, that refused to carry the message to the bird from the tortoise. He cut it, and used it as a rope. Nothing will happen to Nigeria that will not touch Ghana. And nothing will happen to Ghana that would not touch Nigeria. We are Siamese twins. You either take it or leave it. When Trump drops a bomb in Nigeria, the next bomb is going to fall right here in Ghana. He's a crazy man. Madman. He's crazy for power. Imagine. What kind of discussions did they have with Nigeria? And all of a sudden you are asking War Department, because you are a war president, go and drop bombs. And you wanted a peace award. Yes, we want peace in Nigeria. They could have collaborated with the Nigerians to say, you know what? We have realized that you are trying to fight these Islamic extremists, whatever you call them, Boko Haram. But it looks like you are not being able to do that. We want to collaborate with you, with your army. We will come down and deal with them. You think Nigeria will say no? No. Warning straight. We are coming there to drop bombs. And we are going to do things to you. And Nigeria, you will not be happy. Abba. Are you fighting Nigeria? Or you are fighting the Islamic extremists? I don't get it. Are you fighting Boko Haram? Or you are fighting Nigeria? You are addressing Nigeria and telling Nigeria that you are coming to do things to Nigeria, and Nigeria will not be happy, and that you are going to be terrible. You are going to be swift and sweet with your attack. What a crazy war president. Please don't take us back to 2 BC. We don't want it. We love to collaborate diplomatically, like you did between Israel and Palestine. We all applauded you. If you want to help, please help. Don't come and kill us. We're peace-loving people. We have been overwhelmed by terrorism all over West Africa and beyond. If you want to help us with that, help us. Look at terrorism happening in Burkina Faso. Terrorism happening in Central African Republic. Did America ever come out to say, we are going to help fight terrorism? Why Nigeria? Have they hit another oil well? Or they have hit another gold? Because this president is all about money, 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 money. I don't trust Trump. Do you trust him? It's the Blakk Pot, aka Coco Show. And when we return, we'll take your messages and we'll be closing the show. Yeah? Hey yo! Whoa! Wayo!
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot. Cuckoo show them, man.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, and here we speak truth to power. All right, please share the broadcast, hit on the notification button after subscribing, so that anytime we are on, you will be reminded to watch us. Okay, thank you so much. It's all about patriotism, no politics. All right, okay, and we dispassionately handle issues. Remember, it's all about God and country. All right, so let's see your comments. Make sure your comments come in via Facebook. You can also send them via YouTube. And we'll look at the first batch. Then we'll look at our last story. And we'll make it a very peaceful weekend, right? Okay, so Ben Azu says it's time. Tongla Abraham says, great. CU Governor says, Vim. Kibrin Sise says, finally, the great man is here. Love and respect, my brother. Sly Media Network Entertainment says, greetings from the capital of Libya, Tripoli. Samuel Jima says, Black Rasta. Nobab says, Trump is currently destroying healthcare in America and has the audacity, please, has the audacity to have such posture. Emily, Trump has complained about Ghana insecurity, but the president has not listened to anybody. So the next time, the threat is coming to Ghana, right? Rob Wood says, in the age of information, ignorance is a choice. And this is Donald Miller talking. I love that. Emily says Ghana needs to exit ECOWAS. No Bab says he's insane. Sly Media Network Entertainment say African youth, let's stand against any bully imperialism targeting any of our countries. Seydou Shaibu says greetings Black Rasta. I think this is the time all the Babalaos and all the Ezenmos of Nigeria visit Trump. Not respect me, brother. Ras says Black Rasta. On this one, I don't agree with you. Okay, which one? We have done 2 stories so far. So let's know which one you don't agree and why you don't agree. Yeah? Tay Clement says, Black, since the killing of people started in Nigeria by terrorists, what has AU done about it? Great question. Nigeria has been left to tackle this alone, and it's been difficult for Nigeria to be able to handle this. What has the AU done? It's a shame, isn't it? It's a shame. It's a shame. More comments coming in. Make sure those comments come via YouTube. You can also send them via Facebook. Nobab says, big economy, but they are indebted to the tune of 38 trillion American dollars. Ayabu Noah is smiling. Emily says, Black Rasta talks about a fake Igbo king and his background. We need his background check. Ayabu Noah is smiling. Big man says he is fighting for Christians. We are happy. He's fighting for Christians. But again, as I said, we should fight for humanity. Don't let's fight for labels. We are fighting for human lives. Rather than the labels, Christian, Muslim, and all that. It's okay, but let's look at humanity first. We accept it. But the modus operandi of these guys who claim that they are coming to aid us, they end up giving us what we didn't bargain for. They could have had a dialogue with the people of Nigeria, and something better could have happened rather than the threats of war. What is happening? Abena says, Ghanaians, please, let's focus on Ghana. Let's leave America alone. Let's put pressure on our leaders to develop our country so we can stop traveling to other countries. It's a nice thing. But remember Kwame Nkrumah saying, the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked up with the total liberation of the whole of Africa. Ghana doesn't stand alone. Hey, you can develop Ghana to make it El Dorado everywhere there is gold. If other countries around are not standing well, they will inundate your country and make it as poor as theirs. You know that, right? It's like one man who is rich in a family. You will become poor by all means. Because all 100 people will be pouncing on you for money. It's better to empower them so they can also stand on their own. I hope you understand. Okay. Emily says, Blakk, Rasta. Do you know there are some Nigerians doing occultism, fighting on the streets of Accra? Oh, of course. There are Cameroonians doing that too. There are Ghanaians who are also doing that. Yes. It's not only Nigerians. There are other. Occultism is a thing that Africans do. You can't blame one country for occultism. Is it true? If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Right? And Abuna comes back to say genocide is going on in Nigeria. And the leaders are not ready to stop the genocide. So what was the conversation with the Nigerian people? It's only a threat of dropping bombs. War department, get ready and go to Nigeria. You can just get up and go to another man's country and start dropping bombs? Are you looking for Third World War or what? No. It could have been handled better. That's what I'm saying. Nobab says, so he wants to attack Nigeria as a whole, as opposed to attacking the perpetrators. Of course, he's addressing Nigeria. He says, we are coming to do things to Nigeria, and Nigeria will not be happy. He's not saying he's going to come for Boko Haram. Emily says, Ghana is not part of Nigeria and will not be. Nobody said that. Ghana is Ghana. Nigeria is Nigeria. But we're one Africa. That's it. Emily says the Nigerian government has failed to solve the problem. Nobab says, who made America the standard of morality? Sly Media Network Entertainment says, greetings from the capital of Libya, Tripoli. And greetings from the capital of the beautiful Ghana, Accra. Yeah? And then we have Josephine Roberts. It says, they are taking it everywhere. They never change. Okay? Who are taking what? Everywhere and are never changing. F4 Yesuto says, Blakk, Trump will bomb you. It won't be a surprise. America has been bombing and killing innocent people. I'm just one man. Isaac says, Africans were celebrating that Trump had won the election. Now you see, he is giving you a gift of bombs. Arafat Raymond Imoro is laughing like a killer. What? And then we have Seydou Isaka, who says, how about Gaza? Empress Safia says, until the Sharia law, something stops working and the country law starts being enforced, such things will continue. But Sharia is not in the whole of Nigeria. It's in 1 or 2 states, Muslim states. Fauzia Udu says, blood. Okay, Fauzia, how are you doing? Seydou Isaka says, Blakk Rasta. He labeled Africa a shithole country, a continent, right? Well, it's the Black Pot, aka Coco Show. No more. More comments will be coming up soon. Let's look at the third story. Story number 3. Kaya Jeme. Raymond Archer strikes again. Now, who is Raymond Archer? 50-year-old Raymond Archer. He is the boss of the IOCO, Economic and Organized Crime Office. And he has brought a lot of energy to IOCO. He's become a hero in less than a year of taking over the reins of IOCO. I think he took over somewhere in April. And from that time, he has been firing left, right, and center. He's a very powerful guy. We've run a whole dossier on him. And I want to believe that you remember everything about this guy. His education, his training. At one time, he was the youngest West African journalist, and he received an award for that. He was the editor of so many different newspapers, from the Enquirer, the New Enquirer, all the way down to the Chronicle, one of the most powerful private newspapers Ghana ever had. This is Raymond Archer. My brother, my sister, he is the boss of IOCO, the executive director of the Economic and Organized Crime Office. And since he came into power, we have seen people like Hanan Abdul Wahab and his wife. We have seen the guys from National Service Secretariat, now called National Service Authority, and many more stand trial for corruption and crimes. He is the new face of investigation when it comes to crime and corruption right here in Ghana. This is Raymond Archer. Now, just yesterday, Raymond Archer and his guys from IOCO stormed Kumasi. And there, my brother, my sister, they were able to catch some cyber thieves, some crooks. That's it. My brother, I'm going to be telling you more about this. Watch this. This is Kumasi. And this is in one compound. My brother, my sister, all these people, Nigerians, Cameroonians, Ghanaians, my brother, my sister, involved in so much cyber crime. And that's them, all lying on the floor. How many people were arrested? What exactly did they do? My brother, my sister, is the biggest soup on cyber crime in our country ever. They release a press statement. And what is the press statement saying? That's it. It says IOCO arrests 320 people in Kumasi. And this is the QNet fraud raid. Now let us see what is there. Now, the Economic and Organized Crime Office IOCO is pleased to announce a major breakthrough in its efforts to combat human trafficking and economic crime in Ghana. Now, today, the anti-human trafficking unit of IOCO carried out 2 simultaneous operations in 2 locations, resulting in the arrest of 320 individuals. Initial assessments indicate that 25 of the 320 individuals are potential suspects, while the remaining 295 are deemed to be victims of human trafficking and employment scams perpetrated under the guise of QNet. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, now this is the story. Dash. QNet is a Malaysian outfit. They even have a university, my brother, my sister, right there inside Malaysia, called Quest University. What fraudsters do is they send you a message and tell you QNet is employing you and blah, 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 blah. They pass through QNet using the brand of QNet to defraud people. When you fall for it, they find a way of telling you, oh, you have been employed in Ghana. So they have Cameroonians, Nigerians, and some other nationals from Africa come down to Ghana saying that they have been employed. And when they come, they take them to those houses, one of those compounds that you saw. They don't allow you to leave. Gunmen are standing there holding guns so you cannot leave. You are in the house and they train you on how to defraud people. The ladies are asked to pose naked, sometimes speak to people on the phone, lie to people that they love them, romance crimes using QNet. So you receive a text message on your phone, and they have a way of advertising it too. And people call them or send messages to them, asking for jobs, Now they send you the message. Pay sometimes for you to even come. And when you arrive, once you get into that house, that is it. They turn you into a cyber criminal. So Iyoko went down on those criminals. 320 of them captured in Kumasi alone. And out of that number, it is said that 25 of them are the real suspects. The rest are just victims. Hey, they beat them up when they complain. They rape the girls. They feed them only when they want. And they don't pay them. That is what is happening. And Iyoko decided to collaborate with QNet. And this is the result. Just one very good soup, 320 people captured. My brother, my sister, the laws in Ghana are beginning to work very strongly. Now all these people have been arrested and they have all been detained. At the time of coming over for this wonderful broadcast, some of these people were being interrogated again and again. At the end of the day, a lot of the victims are going to be returned to their countries via their embassies here. And warnings are being sent out to all and sundry. Anytime you receive a message that says QNet, contact the authorities. And I have news for you. Cameroon and some other countries have already contacted our authorities here, Iyoko, national security, because they have seen the speed with which this cyber crime has been attacked, so that they can collaborate and also fight cyber crime in their own countries. That is a big one for Ghana. Can I repeat it? The speed with which, the efficiency with which Ghana has been able to tackle this QNet cyber fraud has made other countries like Cameroon and even Nigeria start talking with authorities in Ghana here so that they can collaborate and fight cyber crimes in their own countries. Wow. Well, we are excited that this is happening. And if you are involved in this kind of dirty thing, be very careful. In Ghana recently, we saw how coffee boats, Hajia for real, and some of these people were bundled and shipped out of the country to face their own karma of cyber fraud. Hajia Farid was convicted. Cyber crime, romance fraud. She robbed people of their hard earnings, old men and women who have never known love, and they are now trying to find some love. She used her beauty, her sweet voice to lie to them that she loved them. Then she would ask them to send money for some business. And thinking that they have a wife, they have some love in somebody, they send the money and shoom. That's called romance fraud. The president spoke against this. Today, Raymond and his men from Iyoko and national security are beginning to prove to us that there is a very bright future of a crimeless Ghana. All we need to do is to support and stay as Ghanaians patriotic and ready for the African cause. Is a Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. We shall take your final comments and then we shall leave you for the weekend. And when we return on Monday, I have something on Rashida. I have something deep on Edubuahene. We have something crazy. Sometimes I wish I could just say a little. My brother, if you miss the broadcast on Monday, 6 p.m. on the dot, you may have to go back and watch it, and it wouldn't be as exciting as when you watch it live. Things are happening in our country. These days, it's very difficult to trust anybody. Anyway, Delali Desire Kwame says Donald J. Trump. Fuseni Ibn Swala says very powerful and patriotic African, Blakk Rasta, watching you from New York. Efo Yesuto says Franklin Safo. Hi Blakk. I sent you a DM on Facebook. I hope you saw it. Sending love from Spintex. I greet you, sir. It's not very easy for me to see those DMs on Facebook. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. It will be the easiest way to reach us. So please try and do that. Yeah? Benny KD says, Blakk, can these security codes be changed after there is a change of government in Ghana? No. It's not easy like that. You are not the only country. There are so many countries that are using the code. Because of you, they should change the code. It's going to affect every other country. It's a link. That's where the difficulty is. Tairu Alasa says, Blakk Rasta, if he knows too much of the national security, it should be somebody else should be assigned to monitor his activities. I'm sure that has been done. Nihosa says, special Blakk Rasta, true son of Africa. Ayabu Noah is smiling, and he says, Samuel A.O. Sunday Adedokun says, I salute you, man of patriotism. Please, what happened to the case of the most expensive swimming pool? I think that case should take Nana Addo to jail. I agree with you. Emmanuel Ania says, I feel sad anytime it's a weekend because the man of truth and patriotism wouldn't be on our screens. Blakk, I really love your boldness and confidence. Mustafa Mohammed says, Blakk Rasta from Uforikrum, Kumasi, watching you live from Italy. Oh, wow. Rob Wood says, what a joke, Ghana. Why? They play GHS. Come to think of it, if this Ben ANSAH is known for all these crimes, why has he not been arrested and prosecuted? It's the same reason. Same reason. You remember Edubuahene saying that if they push him, he will release some national security secrets. You remember? Was trying to blackmail us. I want to believe that the authorities are working in the full interest of the nation. It's a shame that we entrust you with national security and then you go about flaunting whatever. Okay? JB Plant TV says, my paddy. Austin Lugutera says, Blakk, speak on. Francis Ninja says, Blakk Rasta, you are talking too much about security issues. He said with security issues. I think you are saying that about security issues. Okay, I hear you. It's a fair comment. Wafasian says, but why has the Ben ANSAH guy been left to walk free? Maria Sidash says, only God knows what they have done in the EC. This is very dangerous. Yao Adobo says, thank God CJ was removed. Corrupt woman. Samuel O.A. Sunday Adedokun says, I hail you, Blakk Rasta. That guy even knows or not, he should face the law. Even judges are not above the law. Rob Wood says, Francis Ninja, you are absolutely right. My goodness. Okay? More comments coming in. And we have this one from, what's his name? Bafa, right? Bala Damba. Says, Blakk Rasta is Bala Damba from Nima. there is this man, a PWD person with disability called Samsudin. The way he treats people with a disability in sports is not good at all. So I think I will alert you to hit on him too, so far as you are doing justice to people. Please, information like this, try and put it out. Pick our numbers and then you give that to us so we can investigate. We can investigate and then we can fly. Please, we will contact you. We'll do the investigation together and then we'll be able to bring out something. Sedu Isaka says, money, what's up? Well, we're good. Okay, thank God it's Friday. And then this is Money. Money says, Putin will let someone just greet him and the rest is history. Abdul Mujib, the what says, God have mercy on us. Money says, Sedu Isakaku, the Lali desire. Kwame says, training and development is still a powerful department. I like that. I like that. Okay. And then who is here? Okujato says, if this is America, if this was America, he would have been eliminated because it's a national security breach. These types of people, we don't bring them to media light. My small quota do. Okay? Sedu Isaka says, Blakk Rasta, that guy Ben ANSAH should be put in jail. Well. More comments coming in. Eric Jakpasu is laughing. He's just laughing. He's enjoying laughing. It is what it is. Donald J. Trump. Yes, that's what they say. And then, who is this? Says, it is true in Dansuman Slit Flat. Dansuman Slit Flat. What are you talking about? I want to try and understand you. Ghanaian face that says, so how did we end up giving Ghana to such criminals? It is only God Almighty that saved Ghana from Akufo-Addo and his surrogates who are extremely dangerous. And then somebody says, Putin can help us. And he's laughing. Money says, F4, yes, we talk, we do. Well, we don't need Putin. We actually don't need Trump. If Africans unite, we can take care of ourselves. Why is it that anytime we're talking about help, we're talking about Russia, we're talking about England, we're talking about America, China? No. If Africans truly unite, we don't need all these people. We would rather feed them. I'm happy the Nigerian government said we have enough food. So even if Trump comes to declare that they are not giving us aid from America, we are okay. It's been the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, and here we speak truth to power. We see you again on Monday, and we have such terrific stories for you on Monday. Until then, God be with us. Hey ya, hey yo, wayo,